There we go. Now it's working. Hi everybody, this is Buffalo Rancher, and today we're playing some Elden Ring. Let's get started. There we go. Three. Let me adjust the volume real quick. That should be better. There we go. Hi, Often. How's it going? Ah. Yay! How you doing, Often? Technically both. I took a nap earlier so I could be at Alex's stream. I gotcha. I probably should have taken a nap before I started work. But meh. I wanted to stream a little this morning. And then I'll head to work after a little while, and then yeah. This will be my first time streaming on my new computer, so I think that my avatar is handling things a lot better. It looks really smooth, which is freaking awesome. Let me see how well the stream looks. Check and see how it's looking. I think it's handling it pretty well. Yeah. I think it looks pretty smooth, honestly. I have to go to work at about 8:30. So kind of like in an hour, I'm gonna have to go to work, unfortunately. Which sucks. Right now I'm farming some smithing stone 3s. Seriously? There we go. Yeah. Unfortunately. I'm doing this the stupid way. The smithing stone 3 and 4 Bell bearing is super easy to get. I'll go ahead and get that. So I don't even have to fight anybody for it. This is a new character that I made. I think this is going to be kind of arcane, dex, intelligence, faith build. Why is my avatar looking a little weird? My avatar looks like it's struggling. Now it's working. That'll make no sense. So when I click on the game, avatar struggles when the game's up. Let me try something. What if I do high instead? I got high. Oh, is it working a little bit better now? Looking to the right, looking to the left. I think it's working a little bit better now. Yeah. Okay. I'll keep an eye on that. And go get this bell bearing. There we go. All right, let's head to the blacksmith. Well, first I'm gonna go to the shop and turn in the bell bearing. 12. 12.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
Let's do this one. Sell. Not nearly enough. I need more money. So let's go earn some money. So if I do this, cool. Good job. Dang it. On to the final one. Woot woot. Okay, now I should be able to head back and fully well, not fully upgrade, but upgrade another time.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
Okay, I need 6 of the 5. Let's take a look over here.
Now go.
I guess I'll buy some of these.
Oh, I've decided I'm off in. We may not, if there's any. May the golden.
Now, what was I gonna do? Oh, yeah. It's this particular thing for casting incantations. The arcane one. You know what? Do I want to try and use this thing? Ashes of War on that. This. Guess won't hurt to try it out. I watched somebody else try this out. I just got this Ash of War recently for the first time ever, so I don't really know how much it works. So we're gonna test it out. Wow. Let's try this again. Time it right. And aha! It works. Okay, I used it right that time. That's bullcrap. That's so frustrating. So I don't know why it didn't work that time. Listen here, listen here. Quit it. Come on. Take that. I'm out of healing potions though, because I was trying out my new skill. Oh. Okay. So hopefully I can get this particular item, even though I have been injured. Come on, go back. Well, I guess that's everybody. Cool beans. Run. All right. Okay. So do this. Do this. Ow. Dang, that was close. Dragon Communion Seal, that's what I was wanting. Good, I can teleport out of here. Does it use somber smithing stones? Let me think. Oh, let me go see. No, I don't have any of the somber ones. Interesting. So... how did I get this one up to 6? Oh yeah, I remember now. EG. EG can get me up to +4.
Braved.
Of course, I stupidly spent some money that I shouldn't have. So I need 3 and 4. I need flame grant me strength. Oops. There we go. And then let's do this. Okay, now back to EG we go. Get a 3 and a 4.
Braved.
3, 4. Strengthen. Okay. Look at that, look at that. Now I want to get flame grant me strength, which is here. Ninth great sword. Interesting. And everybody's coming up here. Of course they are. Come on. What the hell? What the hell? Rude ass. Get out of here. Get out of here with all that nonsense. Get out of here. Tired of all y'all's crap. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm kind of feeling like that one Astrovore. But nope. Let's go. Shazam. Whee! You thought. You thought. Yos, yos. Let's heal again. Take a look at this. Knight Greatsword weighs more, but does more damage. Critical's lower. 54, 56, 36, 41. So Knight's Greatsword. Lord Sword's Greatsword. Interesting. Higher dex requirement. Well, isn't that nifty? Well, there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and go up to this place right here. I go to the place where supposedly I can get smithing stone 5s. Hey, Lumina. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing today? Hell yeah. I am addicted to Elden Ring. I made another new character. This one, I think I'm going to have it dexterity arcane based. I was also leaning into intelligence and faith. I think the primary will be arcane dex and the secondary will be intelligence and faith. I already got me Moonveil. And I've got me Eleanor's Pole Blade and the Bloody and Twin Blade. Oh yeah, Radon can be rough, but I'll get Radon eventually. Right now I'm upgrading my Twin Blade, and I just looked up online. There's a place to farm it right up here for some smithing stone 5s. So I don't have to wait until the Mountaintop of the Giants to get the bell bearing for 5 and 6. And go here for the smithing stone 5s. So I don't usually use Twin Blade. This is the first time I've actually focused on it. So it's definitely a change of place from what I normally do. So it'll be interesting to see how well it does. My main thing I normally do is int dex, focusing on Moonveil and some spell casting. I've also done a Guts Berserk build, focusing on strength and endurance. And now I'm trying out the Twin Blade build. Let's see if I can get myself some Smithing Stone 5s. And then I'll farm some 6s next. Supposedly these guys can drop 5s. So we're going to test that theory. Get out of here. Get out of here. There we go. Let's go over here. So whenever I do Melania, I've had really good success with Moonveil. I use Moonveil a lot and can really kick some ass with Moonveil, but I've been trying to do runs with high endurance and high armor so that I don't die as fast to her. But I also ran into some issues where, you know, she heals herself so fast by doing that. Kind of makes that pointless. So mostly, I would say Moonveil. And there is a talisman that I like to use from the DLC that boosts your attack with Moonveil whenever you hold a pose for like 2 seconds. I can really do some massive damage that way. I think it's like something cameo or something like that. You get it from like the first little dungeon area in the DLC. You know, while I'm here, I should go ahead and get the pulley bow. Great katanas? Like that long katana that you get from what's his face that helps you beat that invasion before you get to Patches? That katana? I would show you the build I normally have, but I deleted all my other characters. It is a good weapon. I was using that a little bit against her too. And that pairs well with that talisman I was telling you about. If you use the Sheath Unsheath Ashavor or whatever, paired with that talisman. I just like Moonveil because you can use that aspect of it, plus it has some range to it. So I like being able to get that range. So it took me a really long time to beat Melania. I'm not the best at the battles with her. It is possible, but I still got a lot to learn as far as doing it quickly. I usually level up my character to about level between 175 and 200. And that's about how strong I have to be to really take her on. I guess I could go try and defeat probably not Radon at this point. I want to try and fight Renala. I might try and fight Renala. Get that over with. I might need to raise my faith by 1, I think, to use Flame Grant Me Strength. Oh, dang. Yeah, I definitely didn't take 3 to 4 tries. It took me way longer than that. So I just got this game in July, but I'm seriously addicted to it. I've already put 749 hours in it since July. I play this game almost non-stop, but I definitely am not on par with some of the people that have been playing it for 3 years. That takes 15 faith, so I need 1 more faith to do that. How many runes do I have? I don't think I have enough to level up. I think I need a little bit more. Yep. That's okay. I'm sure I'll get enough runes up here in this area. With Melania, I've gotten decent at dodging her attacks. I kind of know what to look for, but I still have some trouble, which is why I really like having the endurance build with the really big shield. I recently was going up against her with the fingerprint shield, but definitely dodging her attacks help keep her from healing too fast. There we go. Okay. Let's run over here and get this Site of Grace. Yeah, her second form, I have a lot of trouble with it. I've gotten a little bit better at dealing with it now that I know some tricks, but I still have a lot to learn. Let's go. Yeah, I can't stop playing this game. I enjoy it so freaking much. It's pretty much all I do. know what? Give me that. I missed that. So with Radon, I have the most success whenever I use spells mostly. Ranged attacks for the most part. I'm not good at dodging Radon up close. I usually always have to do ranged. I like using Rock Throw most of all. Rock Throw is pretty good in general. Grab that. That. I really like using sleep as well, not on Radon specifically, but just like on everybody that I can. It's really fun. I want to eventually get the eternal sleep stuff from the DLC, but I haven't been able to do that yet. I should probably equip this so that I can use it in my fight against the Red Wolf of whatever up ahead. So we can get this stuff while I'm over here. Ooh, a stone sword key. I used Troll's golden sword to beat, but still too hard. Took me like 20 tries. I find using... Let me pull it up. Rock Sling, that's what I meant to say. Rock Sling is really good against Radon when paired with the Meteorite Staff. It is really good. With only 18 intelligence, you can really do a lot of damage with it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, a lot of people don't like using spells, but I do quite well with spells. Ah, crap. Come on. Oh, crap. Oh, dang it. Shoot. Come on, come on, come on. Shoot. Shoot. Dang it, I died. Apparently Radahn's a lot easier now than it used to be. Used to be super hard. I think it'd be interesting finding Radahn back whenever he was that difficult. You know what, before I run in there, let me think about something real quick. Let me try something else. And then do that. That. Get rid of that. That. Honestly, get rid of that. Switch that out to that. It's too much weight. Medium load. Yeah, I'll keep that on. Yes, Elden Ring is the only Dark Souls game I've ever played. Well, I take that back. It's not the only one I've ever played. I just recently bought Sekiro. Hugs often. I just recently bought Sekiro, so I plan on playing that too. Welcome home, often. I'm really late to the Dark Souls party. So I've got a lot to learn. Yeah, I've only beat the game once, but I've like made hundreds of characters. Ow. You suck. Ow. Dang it. That's okay. I got this. Let me get rid of that. And honestly, I think I'll fat roll a little bit. I want a little bit more defense. Yeah. And yes. I mean, often you've started Sekiro. And I thought that you've played Bloodborne before. I thought you said you did. Oh, I squint a lot because there's something wrong with my eyes. I think they're like really dried out. That's probably why. Oops. Not so much a tanky mage, I would say. More like I'm just doing it for this one boss battle. Dang it. Shoot. There we go. Is my model lagging? You know what? It was doing this earlier. So I have a new PC and I'm still getting this set up. Let me see if I can get this model working a little bit better. Do graphics. Turn that off. That off. Change that to 30. With my other PC, I didn't have any issues with it lagging like this. This is the first time I've used my avatar on the new PC. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with it. Okay, let's try this again. Thank you so much for the follow, Lumina. Let me know if it still has any issues as far as the avatar goes. I made some changes and I think it might help a little bit. I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. It's already messing up. What in the hell is causing that? Let me see. Maybe that? I made my model using Vroid Studio, but I'd never had this issue with my other computer. My other computer was a piece of junk. This computer is like a million times better, which is making me wonder why it's doing this. It never used to do this. Let me try closing out of it. Let me go back to this. Right click, run as administrator. Let's see if that helps. I'm eventually going to. I just don't have the money to do it yet. I made this one for free. Okay. Let's take a look and see how things are looking. It doesn't happen until I focus on the game, so let's take a look and see. I'm moving around in game, looking around. It's still doing it. Kind of. I kind of modeled my character off of, have you ever seen the anime Higurashi or Umineko? You know, Burn Castle? I kind of wanted my character to be like a a time witch that looks like a fox girl. Let me grab my money. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about my model because my other computer didn't do this. Maybe behaving a little bit better? Yeah, it might be behaving better. I'll keep an eye on it and see. Okay, now that I'm done with that boss, we're gonna change things up a little bit. We're gonna go back to that and that. Switching up to that sword and that sword. Oops, no. There we go. Medium load. Get rid of that and that. We want jump. And the winged sword insignia. Higurashi When They Cry, the anime. I kind of wanted this to look like Rika. Or in Umineko Burn Castle, as far as the purple hair. And then I just like the fox here aesthetic and eventually have a fox tail as well. My currency for this account is time fragments. Kind of like, not time fragments? Basically the fragments that happen every time you do a loop. Hey Sharky, how you doing? Hope you're doing awesome. Thanks for stopping by. But the many different fragments that happen whenever they loop in the different universes, I kind of wanted that to be my channel points. Oops, I'm getting distracted. Where in the hell am I going? Let me go up here real quick and grab this, and then I'll look at chat. There we go. Grab this. And run back over here, then I'll look at chat. Okay. Cool, so since I missed my appointment yesterday, I told my boss what happened and told them I'd call as soon as I got home last night, and I had to wait a week or so, but they just told me they could get me in today at 9:40, so heck yeah. That's awesome. And that's good to hear, Sharky. Thank you. So far, I'm doing pretty good. I decided to stream a little bit this morning before I head to work. I made a new character in Elden Ring, so I'm trying to catch back up to where I normally am. I made a new character this time specifically because I found out that the Black Boggart, if you kill him for his stuff early, you can't get him to sell the shrimp or the old crab. If you get his bell bearing, you have to get so far before you kill him, so I restarted basically because of that. Oh really? So kind of. I'm obsessed with this game. I'm kind of a new player. I just started playing since July, but I know tons of tips and tricks just because I've done a lot of research. Heck yeah. So Sharky, Do you know the secret area for leveling up super early in the game, the dragon? Getting a whole bunch of runes using the golden pickled foulfoot. Let me beat this boss real quick. Got him. The dragon, there's a way to get to it where it won't even hurt you. If you go the back route, I can show you real quick. So let me show you. Do you know how to get to the big dragon in Caelid? That's located here at Fort Feyroth? Let me, of course the dragon's dead, but let me show you where it's located. I have Discord. Oh, no. There's a dragon that is right here that you can get to super early game. As long as you have a bleed weapon, you can kill pretty easily. If you have a gold pickled foulfoot, this item right here, you can get tons of money. Okay, so you have the katana, that's perfect. Do you know how to get to this area right here? Or do you want me to show you the shortcut to get here? Okay, let me show you. So, I will start at a Gill Lake North, which I'm assuming you definitely know where it's at. Give me 1 second. All right, back to this. Gotcha, Lumina. I just approved you and gave you permissions in the server. I got super high security, so you weren't able to do anything until I got you permission, so you should be good for that now. All right, so starting from here, I'm going to show you the route to get there super fast. I'm going to go this way. This route involves absolutely zero stress. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Sharky. Do this to make your life a million times better. I did what you're doing at first, but after doing a lot of research, I can get super high level super fast. Like right now, this character is level 88. I might have made this character a day or two ago. Like this character is like 1 to 2 days old, and I've already got to level 88. I'll show you how to level up super fast. I can power level any character. I make new characters all the time. I can speed run up until a certain point. It's kind of big. Definitely not as big as some streamers, but I've been streaming since 2022, September 2022. So you're wanting to come over here to this church first. Get this waypoint, the Third Church of America. So you start at Aguila Lake North, go over the bridge, take this road to the north, and you get to this church. This is the first major landmark you need to go to. Once you get here, there's a secret shortcut behind the church in the water over here. This little teleporter will take you to this location. You go to Brial's Dragon Barrow. Open this door. Oh, nice. Once you get that waypoint, you're going to be heading south to this structure right here. There will be a save point. There is a way to get there without having to fight anybody. You just jump off the side. Oh, I'll wait. Awesome. You took the teleporter and it takes you to this place in Caelid. the north part of this area, the Bestial Sanctum. From there, we're going to head south, cross this bridge over here to avoid... There's a big giant dragon on this bridge. So I come over here, I can avoid all the enemies. There'll be a save point at this little mage tower right here. So I'm going to show you how to get there without having to fight anybody. Avoid that boss. Of course, Lumina. While you're over here, might as well grab this golden seed. Okay. Now, before you get to this major bridge with the dragon, you're going to take a short left right over here. We're going to go to this back, smaller bridge. Now, be careful. There's lots of poison pods on the ground on the main path. So what you're going to do is follow the edge of the cliff to avoid any of the poison pods. You can kind of see them from here, little black dots all over the ground. You just stay over here to avoid all of it, so you won't get poisoned. Kind of. Gonna spend time with family a little bit and then come home. Not for sure exactly what I'm gonna do. May go to bed early. We'll see what happens, because the wife has to go to bed early because she works early in the morning. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this save point, which is right here in front of this mage tower, basically. On the map, it's located right here. I'll show you one really quick trip for getting levels with 0 combat. I'll show you this before I show you the dragon, just because we're here. On horse, you're gonna go down this little path, and these magic balls are gonna be summoned to kill you. You're gonna lure it off the side of the cliff to the right, and you get like $1,900 for it. Summons, turn, run. It falls off, dies. 1952, free. Do that over and over again to like top off. I gotcha. I would stream tonight. Oh yeah. I can help you, Sharky. Heck yeah, Phoenix. All right, Sharky. So at this location right here, you're going to go down this hill, and there'll be a ball that shows up. You're going to lure it off to the side. You know what? I don't think I rested. Let me go rest real quick. Of course, I'm addicted to Elden Ring. I can't stop playing it. It's pretty much the only game I play anymore. All right, I rested, so the ball will respawn. You run down the hill a little bit, and you're going to cause this ball to be summoned. You're going to lure it off the cliff to the right, and you'll get a free 1,900 runes with 0 combat, no fighting. You can do that over and over again to get money early on in the game. Now for the big money maker, I'll show you how to get to this dragon. Make that disappear. So you're going to take your horse over here to the right side of this tower, and use this to go up on this cliff. And basically, we're heading over here to Fort Feyroth. That's where you'll find the dragon. As long as you have a weapon that can do bleed damage, you can kill it easily and get lots of money. But you can only kill this dragon once unless you do something really complicated that doesn't always work. So I'm just going to skip that part. Pretend like you can only do this once. For the most part. Avoid the front of this tree because there's a boss there. It's a tree sentinel. We're going to stay along the side to avoid the boss. What's funny is I literally just got this game in July, but I'm so addicted to it. I already have 749 hours in it. And that's just on Steam. I got it on PS4 after I got it on Steam. Yes. Like super addiction. Behind the tree, you'll jump up here. And this is where the big dragon is. The first thing you're gonna do is head over to this save point. Right here in front of Fort Feyroth. Oh yeah. I play a lot of seamless co-op too with friends. Now once you get here, there's going to be a humongous dragon right over here. It will not attack you. As long as you stay behind it, because there's a whole bunch of smaller dragons in front of it. Like right around here, you can just attack its ankle over and over again and do bleed damage and kill it. Make sure before you kill it, you use I don't think I've messed with that. So the golden pickle foulfoot, which you use to boost how much money you get from the dragon. There's a free one you can get at the very beginning of the game. Go to the first step, which is right when you walk out. I'll show you to get one for free. From here, get on your horse. Go behind the starting area. You see these two eagles? These two eagles mark the place where you can safely jump off with the horse. Jump off. And right here, in this pile of skeletons, you'll find a gold pickled foulfoot for free. That's where you can just pick one up for free. I can also show you where to craft them. So let me get away from the skeletons real quick. Go. Have you been to Murkwater Cave yet and found patches? Okay, so you'll start from Agil Lake North. Okay. This is more for after you kill that big dragon to get a lot of money so you can level up a little bit. Because you're going to be a little bit higher level before you do this. Because you're going to have to fight a little mini boss. So you're going to get invaded by somebody that does a lot of bleed damage to you, so you got to be careful. You're going to go down here in the lake. You're going to take a left. And follow this river. Now, right here, just before you get to this cave entrance, you're going to get invaded by a mini-boss. He's going to be coming from right over there. you're going to have to fight him for a little bit. And as you're fighting him, I have Night Rain. I'm not good at it yet, but I do enjoy playing it as well. As you're fighting this boss, you're going to get a helper spawn in from over here, and he'll help you fight him so you can beat him. As soon as you beat him, you're going to go into this cave. Make sure you have a light source. So I have a lantern, which I've bought. Costs $1,800. Or you can buy a torch for $200. Here's a save point. Now, you're going to keep on going in the cave. And you're going to run past these bad guys. Just go off to the right. And you'll have to fight a boss in here. In this room, you'll have to fight Patches. He's going to jump down from up there. And you'll fight him real quick. I like Night Rain because it's like Elden Ring. I don't like it because, you know, it's super fast paced. I enjoy taking my time with Elden Ring. I can just enjoy myself and play as long as I want, take my time and do stuff. You're super rushed in Night Rain. I think as long as you're really good at Elden Ring and Night Rain and things like that, it's not that bad because you can play it pretty good and you're skilled at it. You don't have to worry as much. But for new people, it's kind of difficult for sure. Once you defeat Patches in here, you'll rest and come back and he'll sell you the recipe for the golden pickled fowlfoot. To craft it, you just need golden fireflies, four-toed fowlfoot, and roa fruit. And I have a spot to show you where you can farm the fowlfoot and the golden firefly super easy, and a whole bunch of it too, if you're ready. Okay, so you got the free one. Then you go back to the dragon, and just before you kill it, you use it. Heck yeah! Once you do that, I have a way where you can earn a lot of money later on. Whenever you get a little bit further, I can show you how to really make tons and tons of money. There's a bird you can kill that gives you like $11,000. Like, really good for earning money, like super, super fast. It depends on the build that you're wanting to do. So with the samurai, a lot of people like to do dexterity, I would say. The thing about the different classes is that they don't really matter. All classes can eventually be built into any playstyle you want. It's more of just a starting template, basically. For a new player, I don't want to give you bad advice. Okay, so having really good armor, I like that because it makes it to where you can take hits easier. So you'd want to invest a lot in endurance so that your carry weight can stay low. I like that. A lot of other people would say that armor is meaningless, that it's better to dodge than to take the hit. Happy New Year, Lumina. I hope you have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. So vigor is very important. Starting out, I would definitely get that up to like 30 or higher. Eventually, you'll want to get it up to 60. Endurance, I like to have a lot of points into it so you can have all the best armor. Strength is really important if you want to use the best shields because of how much they have a high strength requirement. Having really good shields can really help you as far as blocking damage. You can upgrade your shields so that whenever you do get hit with a shield, you take less stamina damage. I really like that. As far as damage, it depends on the weapon style you want to go with. If you're really wanting to focus on defense, I recommend piercing weapons like the spears or rapiers, because you can hold your shield and use those at the same time and not have to worry about getting hit. So they're very good to hold the shield up while you're attacking with a rapier or spear, and you don't have to worry about getting hit as much. So if you really want to be tanking hits, endurance, strength, and spears and rapiers are really good. That being said, dexterity, I think, is what mostly scales on those weapons. Like, let's see, the rapiers, they have a higher focus on dex. Do they even have any spears? So I don't have any spears right now, but for rapiers, they use. So dexterity is what raises damage for certain weapons, like your rapiers, katanas have a high focus on dexterity. I like to use intelligence as well. So I have a weapon called Moonveil, which uses dexterity and intelligence. It's a katana. What I really like about it, it's freaking amazing. It has ranged attacks as its special. I really love that weapon so much. I really like to cast spells. There are a lot of people that don't, but I do really well with spell casting. This particular character, I'm focusing on twin blades. They have a high dex requirement usually. They focus on dex, a little in strength, and also this particular one, Eleonora's pole blade, uses arcane. This one doesn't normally use arcane, but because of an affinity I have on it, it's also using arcane. These are really fun. I'm out of mana. There we go. I would do at least 18 intelligence so that you can use the meteorite staff. It is a free staff that you can get in the game. You can look up a guide on how to get it. It is very powerful, and you pair that with a spell that you get right beside that staff called Rock Sling. It's literally side by side. Both of these just require 18 intelligence. You can beat a lot of the early bosses with just Rock Sling and that staff. Like, I can beat the first two main bosses, Margit and Godfrey, with just that staff and that spell alone. Because if you can beat those two first major bosses, you can get to, okay, so Ashes. Have you gotten the bell yet from Ronnie? Okay, so you have to go to Ronnie, fast travel at night to Church of Ella, Okay, so you got the bell. You can only use the ashes at places that allow you to. I'll show you. So, like, I'll go to Gatefront. Usually, at most bosses, you can use ashes there, but otherwise, you have to see a special sign. If you look at my screen right now on the left-hand side, that little grave-looking icon, that means that you can summon spirit ashes. If you do not see that, you can't summon them. And if you go far enough away that that sign disappears, your spirit ash will disappear. I'll show you the structure that lets you summon them. I'll head over here real quick. So, in the Great Gatefront Ruins, it's located right over here, I believe. Yeah, right here. This right here is the structure that allows you to summon spirit ashes. This is the only way you can summon them. And you know that this thing is nearby if that symbol shows up on the left-hand side of your screen. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Thanks, Often. Yep. Yeah, sure thing. Anytime you need any help, I love helping people. I want more and more people to play Elden Ring and be really good at it. I love helping people. Thank you so much for the follow, Sharky. I appreciate it. Oh, if you want to join my server and ask me any questions on there, feel free to do that as well. If you join my Discord, I'll make sure and give you the security permissions that you can actually interact. Do you have a Discord? Oh, yeah. Let me give you the permissions real quick. Sharky. Manage. Edit rules. Online friends. Save. There you go. Now you should be able to see everything. Yeah, dodging technically is the best thing you can possibly do, especially against later bosses like Melania. You don't really want to tank hits from her because she can heal herself by hitting you. But for most things, you can use the tanky build like I was telling you about. It takes a lot more skill to dodge properly. I feel like it takes less skill to do the tanky method, but I get lots of enjoyment out of it. So, I mean, I recommend doing it just for fun. And eventually you can make other characters that focus more on dodging and stuff like that. But that's just my opinion. Let's see. So yeah, anytime you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And I'll help you as soon as I can, you know. Sometimes I'm busy, but I love to help people. and get you sped up on leveling up fast and taking on different bosses and all that jazz. Oh dang, I'm overburdened. There we go. Now I can roll better. I think that's a good point for me to stop the stream so I can go to work. Let me see who's live right now. Let's raid Captain Kevin. I greatly appreciate everybody who stopped by. It was super fun hanging out with all of y'all. I'm about to head to work, so let's go show some love to Captain Kevin. I'll catch y'all later.